Talk about an impressive transformation. Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for another top 10 actors who got buff for a movie role.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
For this list, we're looking at even more actors who put on considerable muscle mass to play a role in a movie, with special consideration given to those who did so in a relatively brief period of time, or who underwent dramatic physical transformations compared to their previous looks. We'll be including both men and women. Number 10. Josh Brolin, Deadpool 2. In 2018, this actor appeared in not one, but two high-profile comic book movies. While as Thanos, he had the benefits of motion capture CGI makeover to help him fill the sizable shoes of the Mad Titan, playing Cable took good old-fashioned hard work. Considering that Brolin was pushing 50 at the time of filming, both his transformation and his results were incredibly impressive. To play the hulking, time-traveling mutant, he slimmed down and packed on a ton of lean muscle. To do so in just 11 weeks, Brolin says he spent 3 hours a day in the gym and fundamentally altered his diet, including cutting out sugar entirely. In hindsight, he said jokingly, he wishes he'd just used steroids.
Great. Bunch of armed pedophiles in nursing shoes. Can I have one of those guns? No. That's fine.
Number 9. Hilary Swank, $1 Million Baby. To say that this actress made a huge impression with her role in this 2004 sports drama is an understatement.
You moved her up in class.
Swank's performance was absolutely incredible, and she rightfully took home the Academy Award for Best Actress. Of course, in order to be able to play Mary Margaret Maggie Fitzgerald convincingly, the usually thin actress needed to get into boxing shape. So, in preparation for the role, she naturally did a whole lot of boxing-specific training. Working out 4 to 6 hours a day and following a diet aimed at putting on mass, she packed on 19 pounds, which is huge considering her frame and height. She started off at 110 pounds and ended off at 129.
I can't get inside. I can't get close enough to hit her.
You know why that is?
Why?
She's a better fighter than you are, that's why. She's younger, she's stronger, and she's more experienced. Now, what are you gonna do about it?
Number 8. Brie Larson, Captain Marvel. Have you ever tried pushing a Jeep up a hill? Unless you're working with a professional, don't, but trust us when we say that it's no small feat. As the star of the Marvel Cinematic Universe's first female-led film, Brie Larson had a lot of pressure and expectations on her shoulders.
I keep having these memories. I see flashes. I think I had a life here.
Suffice it to say, in her prep to become Captain Marvel, she built up the sort of muscle mass that enables one to carry a heavy load. Larson trained for 9 months to get into superhero shape, and despite being a self-described not super athletic person at the start of it, by the time filming began, she'd put on 15 pounds of muscle. We think the results speak for themselves.
And you're a Cree, a race of noble warriors?
Heroes. Noble warrior heroes.
Number 7. Emily Blunt, Edge of Tomorrow.
I've tried everything, it doesn't work.
She might be the 21st century Mary Poppins, but before teaching the Banks children manners and important life lessons, Emily Blunt was slicing and dicing her way through hordes of extraterrestrials in this 2014 sci-fi action flick.
Excuse me!
Yes? Who said you could talk to me? I got something on my face, soldier.
You did.
For her role as the heroic Sergeant Rita Vrataski, Emily Blunt had to transform herself into a warrior worthy of her title as the Angel of Verdun. She only had about 2.5 months to prep for the role, but by the time she showed up on set, co-star Tom Cruise reportedly stated that he'd never seen someone arrive so well prepared. Since she'd be filming in an exoskeleton suit weighing up to 85 pounds, she often trained while wearing weighted vests.
No, Kate. You're gonna get me there. And I'm gonna kill it.
Number 6. John Krasinski, 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi. It's no secret that we have a soft spot for this celebrity couple. What can we say? They just seem like a perfect match. And sure enough, not long after Emily Blunt got into fighting shape, so too did husband John Krasinski.
the hell, man?
Take it easy.
No, you take it easy.
We spent years getting to know Krasinski as the rather lanky Jim Halpert on The Office. Master of pranks and endlessly endearing? Absolutely. Action hero? We never would have seen it. But for his co-starring role in this Michael Bay war film, he got jacked. The goal was lean, clean muscle, and he managed to pack on 25 pounds of it.
So we're chauffeurs now.
Yeah, highly trained, highly paid chauffeurs.
He was playing a Navy SEAL, and he trained like one, dropping from 25% body fat to 9% in 4 months.
I'm so happy. I can't believe it.
Number 5, Sylvester Stallone, Rocky III. Stallone is synonymous with fitness. Over the years, he's transformed his body many times over. 1976's Rocky was a true underdog story, and Sly had a physique to match. Sure, he was in better shape than the average man, but he wasn't movie boxer fit. For the third film in the franchise, however, he reportedly dropped down to a career low of 2.8% body fat, and did so by working out twice a day, 6 days a week, always working towards sleek, well-developed muscles. Of course, he's not the only actor to radically change their body in the name of a boxing role. 2 other notable cases that deserve a mention include Robert De Niro for Raging Bull and Will Smith for Ali.
Shake hands now. Come on, find it. Never came now. Take your point.
Number 4, Ryan Reynolds, Blade Trinity, and Deadpool.
This little pea shooter. It's a modified version of the Army's objective individual combat weapon. Pick your poison, sundogs, steaks, heat-seeking mini rockets. Basically whatever gets you hard.
Hard as it is to remember after a decade and a half of Ryan the Bod Reynolds, there was a time when this actor wasn't ripped as well as hilarious.
Okay, first off, that's just rude. Second, I'm pretty sure we saved your ass back there.
When he signed on to play Hannibal King, he had a good physique, but it was more frat boy hot, as shown in Van Wilder. For Blade Trinity, he made his torso look like that of a Greek god. The actor added roughly 25 pounds of muscle, understandably wowing audiences when that shirt came off in the 2004 film. He's largely maintained an incredible physique ever since, but when he signed on to play the Merc with a Mouth, he packed on an additional 7 pounds of muscle.
He made 3 of those movies. At some point you have to wonder if he's just a bad parent.
Number 3, Linda Hamilton, Terminator 2, Judgment Day. The key to surviving the early 1990s? Making sure that Sarah Connor doesn't think that you're a Terminator sent from the future to kill her son, because that's a fight you're gonna lose.
You broke my arm.
There are 215 bones in the human body. That's 1.
By the time we caught up with Linda Hamilton's character in the sequel, she'd become a tough-as-nails, fierce, resourceful, and thoroughly pragmatic individual, and Hamilton developed a physique to match her character.
I think you're so creative. You don't know what it's like to really create something. To create a life. Feel it growing inside you. All you know how to create is death and destruction.
Mom! She got lean and sinewy in a way that had rarely been seen before or since from a leading actress on the big screen. In preparation for the role, Hamilton embraced military-style training, and it paid off in spades. Number 2, Henry Cavill, Man of Steel. For many people, Henry Cavill is the definition of the superhero body.
Wouldn't be much of a surrender if I resisted. And if it makes him feel more secure, then all the better for it.
The caped crime fighters seen in comic books are known for their unrealistic broad shoulders, massive biceps, and just generally exaggerated musculature. Physiques that are impossible. Well, at least as far as heroes on the big screen go, Cavill has brought the human body just about as close as you can get. What makes this Superman actor's accomplishment so impressive is that his body, back in the day, would have been best described as relatively soft. As a kid, he was teased for his weight, but for his 2011 role in Immortals, he got freaking cut before bulking up in a huge way for his debut as Superman in 2013's Man of Steel.
You think you can threaten my mother?
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions.
That's right, Cindy. It's 23 minutes past the hour, and now here's the Buckinghams with kind of a drag.
Well, here I am.
Yes, what are you trying to be bad? Your boyfriend playing with electrical toys before?
Why did you hate your father? Do you have something, a cowl or something you can put on?
Look, I'm sorry.
Number 1. Chris Evans, The Marvel Cinematic Universe. It was a close race between Henry Cavill and Chris Evans, but ultimately we felt that the Captain America actor deserved our top spot. Though Cavill has arguably put on more bulk, Evans has packed on an impressive amount of mass and maintained a high level of muscle definition. In short, he's both jacked and cut, to a ridiculous degree.
Soldiers trust each other. That's what makes it an army, not a bunch of guys running around shooting guns.
More impressive still, he seemingly only continued to improve his physique with each subsequent appearance as Steve Rogers. Evans is naturally slim, so it took hard work to widen his frame, and he achieved his goals by prioritizing tried and true exercises like squats, deadlifts, and chin-ups. It's hard to argue with the results.
I can do this all day.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.